This is Dan Tortora here with Murad Watson, defensive line and a true freshman. Rod, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, I mean, as a true freshman, you've been asked, a lot of you, in these first few games, just what you can say about being able to play right away at the Division 1A FBS level. That when Fran was recruiting you, did he kind of give you this notion that this might be the case?
Yeah. I also just always wanted to play. I always knew I could play early, so it's been fun.
So you said you always knew that you could play early. What is it about your game that you felt could transition from high school right in as a true freshman in college?
My athleticism and my toughness.
So the guys that you've had, we know there's been some injuries to the defensive line. How have you, as a team, worked to adjust not having some of those guys out there?
People just stepped up. Everybody played their role better.
Fadil Diggs, I mean, we know he's coming over from Texas A&M, and there was a lot of emphasis on what he could be to this team. How has he brought you along? How has he helped you?
He helped me a lot. He showed me ways in college. Showed me a lot of things that vets do in college, so he helped me get better.
And then a guy like, I mean, knowing that Jobity and Jaquez, I mean, they got injured and they've been through different things. But what have you learned from Jobity as well as Dennis Jaquez?
I've got a lot of toughness and fun guys to be around. Technique and like just a good mental to have while going through college football.
And you're coming off a game where there's a lot of emphasis on the fact that 313 yards were given up in the rushing attack. How have you guys addressed? I know Fran said he addressed it right away and has been going through it with the team. What did he say? What has the team kind of done to address that BC game?
We've been emphasizing a lot of tackling, a lot of wrapping up and looking our feet, a lot of blocking structure.
Is it tackling technique? Is it just finding a different way to tackle? Is it going for a different point of emphasis on the person's body? What is it?
Just technique. Just everybody got to do what we do in practice and translate it to the game.
And what can you say about, I mean, coming off of a game like that, where do you kind of sit with yourself when you go back and you watch that film and kind of assess the fact of a team that was able to run and obviously use the clock?
Just got to get better. Got to move past it. Can never look backwards. Got to move to the next game. Kill it team beat your teams in a row. So just getting better.
The team having 4 guys on the defensive line and then had to adjust to put 3 there at times because of injuries and whatnot. How have you adjusted to something like that, knowing that you may not have the personnel for it right now, so just shifting from 4 down to 3 down?
Just step my role up, learn how to play nose better, and just how to just do what Coach told me to do.
How have you improved from day one when you got here to where you're at right now? What have you seen out of yourself?
A lot more technique and confidence.
So for you, what's kind of been, I mean, as you go through this season, as this defense learns to grow and evolve, you guys are 6-3. You're obviously bowl eligible, and you have a 500 record in the ACC and the opportunity to be above 500 with these few games left. What can you say about the defensive line right now, from being on the inside and being with these guys every day?
I thought it was good. Really confident group, great group. Just got to play hard.
How have you emerged in your own leadership way? Do you feel like you've shown any leadership on your end as a freshman?
I feel like I can show more. I showed a little bit, just trying to get guys to go harder in practice. But I feel like I can show more as a person that played a lot of snaps.
How are you doing it leadership-wise? When you say you feel like you can do more, is it more vocal? Do you want to show it in action? How do you want to show it?
More vocal. I'm not a guy that talks a lot, so I'll be more vocal in the field.
And what has Nick Williams done to kind of bring you guys along?
Coach Nicky, he's a great person. He brings a lot of energy and like a lot of juice to the D-line.
What has he done with you personally that you feel like has worked? Something that he said or some type of advice that he's given you up to this point that you feel like has kind of clicked with you? As he walks by us.
Yeah, he just told me a lot of just to keep going. I'm a great player. He's like, always keep going, getting better.
What is it about this team that makes you believe that we haven't seen the best yet? I was talking to Kyle McCord about it, and he said that he believes that this team has what it takes to kind of change what people think of Syracuse. So why do you believe that?
I feel like with this class that we have and this team right now, we can because of the fact that we're the first group under Coach Fran. It's like we can change like how everything ran from now on, before how it was before.
What do you like about Elijah Robinson and what he does to lead the defense?
His like schemes. Like it's impressive how you go from like a 4 down to a 3 down, dropping 8, dropping like 6. A lot of that.
And we know that there's obviously a lot of outside noise. If a team loses especially, do you care about any of that, or do you guys just keep it to the inside?
No, just keep it inside. You got to play football, get through it. People want to talk and people want to overreach.
So what can you say to that affect kind of the mental side of the game and how you stay focused, whether you're on the road, at home, whether you win, you lose, positive or negative? How do you stay focused?
I just focus on football with my family. I got to keep playing with my family. So that's how I truly focus on.
Fran's created a family here. He's obviously brought a different approach to culture. What do you like about Coach Brown?
I like the culture he brought, and he's from Jersey. It's like he got a different type of dog, you know, as I say. But the culture he brought is really good. I feel like we all could benefit from it, from football and outside of football.
And you're from Irvington, Jersey?
I'm from Newark.
What is it?
Newark.
Newark. Okay, so you're from Newark. So what can you say about being from Newark, just how you would describe home and what it's like to be a Jersey kid?
It's fun at times. It's bad sometimes, but all in all, it's like you from Jersey, you just got a different type of person from everybody else.
Fran said that he doesn't fear any coach. He's like, I grew up around people that, you know, were obviously scary, you know, could have a threat or whatever. And you kind of alluded to that. So, you know, where you grew up in Jersey, did it toughen you up that you don't have any fear on the football field?
Yeah, I don't fear no man. I just fear the one above. So, but I grew up definitely helped with that.
And you said you only fear the one above. How important is faith to you?
Faith is very important to me. I grew up in an Islamic household, so my faith is everything.
And what can you say about keeping that as your focus? You know, win, lose, whatever goes on, keeping your faith at the center.
I just always see things as Allah meant it for it to happen. So if it happens, it will make it happen. We just move on to the next and see what He got in store for me.
So you believe that if something's meant to happen, it's meant to
Yeah.
be. And you just move on from there.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or whatever.
Yeah.
So what keeps you positive when you're going through the ups and downs?
A lot, like my family and stuff. I don't usually get down on myself as much, so I just keep my head straight and narrow. Just looking for the future.
If nobody saw you play up to this point, how would you describe your game?
Tough, athletic, gritty.
And for you, knowing that there's 3 games left to go in the regular season, what should we know about Syracuse football?
Got a lot coming. Still got 3 to 4 games left, and look out for us.